Welcome to the White Horse Hill in Oxfordshire, home to the famous Uffington White Horse, the Manger, Dragon Hill and also Uffington Castle. The White Horse itself is best seen either from the air or out in the vale from the villages of Longcop or Furnham. It was created sometime between 1380 and 550 BC, that's the late Bronze Age to early Iron Age. It's the oldest of all the chalk hill figures at around 2,500 to 3,500 years old. Until the late 19th century, a fair was held every 7 years on the hill to scour the White Horse clean. That's Uffington Castle, an Iron Age hill fort built around 600 BC. We'll come back to that. Below the White Horse is the Manger, formed by glacial runoff at the end of the last ice age some 9,000 to 10,000 years ago. Every 7 years during the scouring fair, they would hold cheese rolling competitions down the side of the valley. It's also where, on moonlit nights, the White Horse leaves its high viewpoint to graze on the grass. Dragon Hill is a natural outcrop with an artificial flat top. The bare patch of chalk is where the blood of the dragon was spilled as it was slain by St. George. During the Second World War, the White Horse was covered over to prevent the Luftwaffe using it as a navigation marker. Uffington Castle is at the highest point in Oxfordshire. The inner chalk bank is around 12 metres wide and up to 2.5 metres high. It was originally lined with large sarsen stones. The hill fort encloses an area roughly 220 by 160 metres and lies hard by the ancient Ridgeway track. Built in the 7th or 8th century BC, the chalk walls would have gleamed in the sunshine and a timber palisade would have lined the ramparts. The deep ditches would have been V-shaped with a small ankle breaker step to hinder attackers. It is believed to have been occupied throughout the Iron Age and into the Roman period. Archaeologists have found some post holes but no evidence of buildings, although the discovery of pottery, loom weights for weaving and animal bone do suggest occupation. It must have been a bit cold and bleak in the winter, but it's an amazing place to visit, to stand in such an ancient landscape and take in the view north across the vale.